Hi, I'm Morelia. I post vintage style content and my goal is to help you find your style and become your most confident self while also shopping sustainably. If you're anything like me, you love vintage scarves but have a tendency to not style them as often as they should be styled. So today I'm going to take all of these scarves and we're going to style them in 28 different ways. I've seen this picture all over Pinterest and I've always wanted to try it. I've only worn them in a couple of ways a couple of times, and I really want to style them more frequently so then I can collect more and actually appreciate them. So I thought it would be fun if I brought you along and we're gonna figure it out together. Also, if there's dry shampoo in my hair, we're just not going to talk about it. If you see any scarves at any point that you like, you can head over to my website because they're all going to be posted there. First come, first serve. There's only one of all of these. Of course, they are vintage. They were all handpicked by me and my husband and my family and my sisters and my mom. I've been hoarding these for a hot minute. I'm going to hand it over to voiceover Morelia. Hopefully I can figure out how to edit all this. Before you start, ironing, starching, lint rolling, and trimming any extra hanging threads will make a massive difference in your final look. Just check your fiber content and test a small corner to make sure your iron setting isn't going to burn it, and just adjust your heat or steam as needed. It's worth the extra time if you have it before styling because it always makes me feel even more confident. 1, 2, and 3 are the basic folds you'll use throughout this video. You can also iron the fold creases in your scarf if you want to be an overachiever, but practice first so you know exactly where you want your creases to go. I've never tried out number 1 before, so this is the real-time reaction of me in disbelief that I haven't tried this so far, and it looks so phenomenal after the first time attempting it, and I have already worn it like this almost every single day since I tried this out. A long rectangle scarf is easiest for number 2, but you can also roll up a square scarf if you're feeling adventurous. Just wrap it around your head and tie a knot in the back. If you want extra security, use a chongo or hair tie before adding the scarf, and also play around with different braid variations with this one. Triangle, fold it in half, flip it back. The key to this one is covering your eyebrows and like your eyes when you tie it. Otherwise it's not going to be tight enough. You have to flip your whole head over. Well, I guess why do I make these so complicated? Hold the triangle under your head. Flip your hair up. One of my favorite parts about wearing the scarf this way is because you can see so much of the design. The key to not looking like an egghead, in my opinion, or my personal opinion, the thing that I feel like keeps me from looking like an egghead is pulling out all of the little baby pieces around your face and then shimmying it down. Do you see how much better that looks just by pulling out the little pieces? If I still look like an egg, don't tell me. Looks like it's just like a little necklace almost. I have brooches, give me a second. It just looks like they're kind of doing one of these numbers. I'm gonna fold it on the other side though so that it hides the tag. Nothing is worse than seeing the tag. Next up, 11 uses a rectangle scarf, but I rolled up a number 2 fold because I like the green border of this scarf and wanted to show it off. I'm not sure how they tied 11 in the example, but I found a pretty vintage brooch to secure it. Let me know in the comments if you think it's accurate enough. Number 12 is really similar, just a knot instead of a brooch. This one is super easy because it adds a twist to any outfit. I clearly had to pull this one for 13. It's so gorgeous. It's a 1990s The Limited graphic print scarf. Technically this one only shows one little loop, so I'm gonna do one little loop. I totally mixed up the order of 14 and 15, but we're just gonna roll with it. I was immediately drawn to matching these black and white prints together, but clearly wasn't feeling it, so I changed into one of KJ's striped shirts instead, and I'm so glad that I did. Make sure to fully tuck in the scarf all around the collar so it looks nice and clean. My top tip with scarves is to keep playing around with it until you're happy. Don't get frustrated, just keep trying, and I promise it'll look good. 16 starts with a triangle number 2 fold and will need a bit of rolling if your scarf is on the larger side. 17 is going to be a new favorite because you can be creative with your jewelry and layer different pieces to add variety to your outfits. If you have made it this far, thank you, first of all, for watching my very first YouTube video. I have wanted to start a YouTube channel since I first started watching YouTube when I was probably 10, and I've been selling vintage since I was 17. I am just so excited for this new adventure here on YouTube. Subscribe if you want to be a part of it, and also follow my Instagram, and don't forget to shop these vintage scarves are all live on my website right now. Buy them before I decide to keep them. Back at it with another number 2 triangle fold and a vintage brooch combo. I'm still not entirely sure if this is even correct, but this attempt at 19 does make a unique halter top if your scarf is large enough. The look of 20 really depends on how wide your scarf is and how you arrange it. The next 2 belt styles are pretty self-explanatory, so I'm going to breeze through them. They're easy to throw over any dress, skirt, or outfit combo. Adding beads or a chain belt over 23 would elevate it even more, and you can also try it as a top. 24 is such a great way to spice up your everyday purse. 25 is great with small scarves and hankies. Number 26 definitely looks a bit complicated at first, but there's a bunch of different ways to make scarf purses, and this is one of the simplest. It's a great use for your giant vintage scarves. The last 2 are pretty simple, but add that extra flair to your luggage. Comment your favorite style number, subscribe, and like this video if you want to see more content like this, and thank you so much for watching.